Okay, so we are back. Episode 3, Let's Play Dream Daddy? I don't know why it was a question all of a sudden. And according to the poll we took last time, the comments said it was like a vote of... like 300,000 people voted for I should get back to unpacking, right?
Sounds about right.
And then like 128,000 said I need a nap. So I guess we're going to go back to unpacking. I've got a lot on my plate right now. Did you know that moving is one of
the biggest
sources of stress for adults? It's probably true.
Is it right behind the constant fear that you smell bad and everyone's too polite to tell you?
Probably. And of which I also need a shower today, like for sure. I woke up maybe an hour and a half before Caleb got here. Do I smell bad? Amanda gives me a whiff.
You're fine, Pops. Let's go home.
You know I'm fine. Dad tip number 88. Pay your bills early. I get to work unpacking the various boxes around the living room. A couple hours pass and I get some good work done. The washer and dryer unit is both washing and drying. We can actually walk through the living room without tripping over boxes. First visitor already. You wish you were that dad.
Wow, we're popular.
I walk over to the door and open it. Do you want to be this guy or?
Hello.
A handsome, clean-cut man stands at my door, brandishing a plate of cookies. So I think the fact that he's calling these different dads like handsome and whatever might mean that he's at least he's leaning the direction of being.
He appreciates a good-looking man.
He appreciates a good-looking person, regardless, it seems like. Hello?
Oh, where are my manners? My name is Joseph. I'm your next-door neighbor. Okay, he's close, convenient.
Yes. Hi, I'm Oily.
That's what my name is.
That's what my name is.
As in, like, he probably cringed when he first heard it.
No kidding. I saw the
I saw the moving van and thought I'd bring over some cookies. My daughter Christy wanted me to let you know she baked them herself.
So, for Game Grumps fans, by the way, I'm just going to point him out. This is Aaron Hansen. He voices this character. So, Aaron is like the creator. He's also known as Ecoraptor.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you know Ecoraptor?
Yeah, I watched some of his stuff way back in the day.
Cats! Yeah. Oh, he's hilarious.
Explosions!
Metal Gear Awesome, all that stuff. So that's this guy, and he's also like he's the conjoining thread. He's the glue that holds Game Grumps together, because it used to be him and JonTron, and now it's him and Dan.
He looks like a total Chad.
He does, kind of, yeah. But in this game, he's playing Joseph. Joseph leans in and whispers.
But between you and me, she just sprinkled in the chocolate chips.
We both share a laugh. Kids, right?
Wow, cookies, huh? So nice to meet you.
Joseph hands the plate of cookies with a smile. ...
Well, thanks for the cookies.
Amanda disappears with the cookies.
Oh, jeez.
Amanda, come... She's gone. That's my daughter. Her name's Amanda. She's a charmer.
Daughters are tough. Sons are also tough. Children in general are just tough.
I hear that. I mean, there'd have to be something wrong with you to raise more than 2.
I have 4 kids. Damn!
What have you done? What has he done, though? Really? Oh, I meant...
Don't worry. You didn't mean to be rude.
Oh no, this is the first neighbor I've met, and my social life is already in a tailspin. I wonder if it's too late to move again. Yeah, okay.
Is the missus around?
No, not anymore. She died.
Oh.
Alright, let me go plug in my mouse again here real quick. Thank you, dogs. It looks like we're back onto your line now. I think I clicked. You got
I'm sorry for your loss.
No, it's all right. Wow, this is uncomfortable. We stand there quietly for a moment, acutely aware of how awkward we both made things.
I'm sorry. Can you close the door real quick?
I look at Joseph quizzically, but comply. After a second, I hear a knock at the door. Opening it, I see Joseph standing there with a huge smile.
Hey, I'm your new neighbor, Joseph. I promise to not talk about your dead spouse this time. I'm throwing a barbecue for the cul-de-sac, and I'd love for you to come by and meet the rest of the neighbors in our community. What do you say, pal?
That sounds great. My daughter Amanda and I would love to stop by.
Okay, so we're going to see...
Also, 4 kids is a perfectly normal amount of children to have.
All right, Joseph's going to show us his grill skills. Let's see what he's got. That's
we
definitely
shake hands to seal the deal.
definitely important in a dad. I'm definitely looking for a dad that can grill.
Yeah.
Well, neighbor, I'll see you at 3 p.m. sharp on Saturday.
Sure thing, neighbor. Joseph starts walking away, but stops to think for a second and turns around.
Hey, in all seriousness, raising a kid on your own can't be easy. If you ever need to talk about stuff, I'm the youth minister at a church down the street.
That's going to be a tough sell.
Red flag.
Oh, I don't know. It's a challenge for sure. Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't really consider myself a youth.
Dad jokes. You look pretty young to me, but suit yourself.
Oh, look at that wink. See that sly wink there?
But he works in a church.
Yeah, but he's wearing a pink shirt. And with that, Joseph's gone.
He seemed nice.
Amanda walks back into the living room, crumbs on her face and cookie in hand. That was the smoothest recover I've ever seen. I should be taking notes.
See, you're already fitting in great.
Where'd those cookies go?
They're gone. I'm sorry. If it makes you feel any better, they weren't very good.
So you ate all of them anyway? ... Look at those cool finger guns. Amanda's a cool kid.
I'm a finger guns person. I do that too, so I can relate.
I don't know. I'm just a big Amanda fan. I think she's well written and funny. I guess that makes it break time.
Any ideas?
Joseph probably wants his plate back.
Oh, this is not gonna be good.
I think we get a ton of good neighbor points if we bring this back.
Like right away.
Yeah.
We're gonna be the best neighbors in this whole cul-de-sac.
We're gonna kick all the other neighbors' butts. With kindness. Amanda and I step outside. Shoot, I'm actually not sure which house is his.
Ooh.
That's you.
I'd hazard a guess it's the big one with all the well-groomed blonde children sitting in the yard.
Good eye, kid.
And remember, we need to make a positive first impression here. Keep it light.
We walk up to the kids and wave. Hey guys, is your dad around? They all just stare at us blankly. We just wanted to return this nice plate and thank you for the cookies.
Plot twist, they're robots!
Jeez, these definitely are Joseph's kids. They all look exactly like him. Especially that one.
Freaking mope.
They look doped out, man.
They look bored.
Yeah, or like just controlled, you know, like they just look like they're on something.
I'm sure Joseph dressed them this morning
or something. ... They were really good. ...
Oh.
So their names are Christy and Christian. How do I know their names?
Oh, do they have matching names?
I mean, I heard they were good. I didn't get to eat any.
It's so sappy. ...
Christy and Christian. I chuckle nervously.
Well, okay. We're just going to set this plate down on the ground real gentle and then back away slowly. Right, Dad?
Right. That's what we're going to do.
Okay, so Joseph's weird. That's the impression I'm getting.
His kids are certainly weird.
You can tell kids are a reflection of their parents. Like, all the kids I hate...
You hate their parents too?
They have bad parents.
Oh,
like,
do they? Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I don't know about Joseph here. He better have some really good grilling skills.
But I'm also trying to think too. Like his kids, I think they might just be suspicious of me or something. Like they're just well.
I don't even think they're human.
No, they've probably been raised in a very traditional Christian household, right? And like
True.
over. I'm like super tan. You know what? Have you ever seen, what was the movie called? It's terrible. Was it just called Spring Break? Or Spring Breakers or something like that? I look like...
James Franco.
Yeah, I look like James Franco's character in that movie, basically.
Spring Break.
The kids' eyes bore into us as we scurry away. I could feel their gaze on my back even as we approach our house. Well, I look like an inflated version of his character.
I need something to get my mind off those carbon copy kids.
I need to rest my eyes.
You've been awake for what, 3 hours?
And that's 3 hours too many. I'm with you, Oily. Some days are just made for sleeping. Exercise regularly and you'll stay healthy. As we're walking home, I hear heavy footsteps come up behind us.
Weren't we just at our neighbor's house?
Yeah, we should have been just down the road, right? I don't know why we're
taking the scenic route, going back to the coffee shop.
Yeah, maybe. It's confusing, right? Because I think you can do these things in different orders. So maybe the game just doesn't. We're probably supposed to stay and unpack and meet Joseph first, and then maybe go to the park and then get coffee. So the game probably thinks we're coming home from coffee now, when it's really I just met Joseph. So
okay, it's
kind of those weird disjointed things where it kind of doesn't make sense. It'd be we're suddenly downtown, even though I went to my next door neighbor's house.
Oily, bro!
Oh, you're gonna like this guy.
Oh, yes.
I turn around and I'm greeted by a familiar face jogging up to us. Craig?
Bro!
Bro.
Holy,
wow. I haven't seen Craig in forever.
It's been too long, dude.
Yeah, wow. You look great.
Haha, yeah, I cleaned up my act.
Cleaned up his act? Are you kidding me? He's ripped. Amanda, this is my friend Craig. We went to college together. We were roommates for a while, too.
Oh. Amanda, dude, you probably don't remember me, but you're so big now. Hello, and hello, cute baby. Oh, thank you. The last time I saw you, I think you were about her size. This is River. Say hi, River.
He picks up her tiny wrists and waves it around. River gurgles happily.
Oh, I hate babies.
Are you babysitting?
Nah, dude. River's my kid.
Man, it has been a long time. Feels like 1 minute we're rolling up to exams with bad hangovers, and the next we're both fathers. Where you been, man?
I was working out in California and just relocated the business back to Maple Bay.
No kidding. Amanda and I just moved to this side of town. How's Smashley doing?
Smashley?
I mean Ashley. Ashley is her name.
She actually still goes by Smashley, and we got divorced last year. I wonder why.
Dude, I'm so sorry.
It's old news. We take turns taking care of River and the twins. It's all copacetic.
Twins? You have 3 kids?
Ain't life something, bro? Right?
I mean, we obviously already know my guy's opinion on people with more than 2 kids, but yeah. Ain't life something, bro. Keg stand Craig is a father of 3.
Keg stand Craig?
Oh, that's you still.
Oh, haha, yeah, it was my old college nickname.
He got it because he did a lot of keg stands.
It's that thing where you do a handstand on a keg and then drink from the keg.
Right. He was very good at it.
Ah, bro, I hate to be that guy, but I'm in the middle of my daily jog and I really gotta keep up my heart rate. Brought River along for, resistance training.
You jog daily? I jog yearly. On January 1st, when I promised myself that I'm going to jog daily for the rest of the year, but give up after 30 minutes and just walk home.
Well, it's never too late to get back into it, dude. You should join me sometime.
I don't know.
Come on, it'd be fun. We could grab breakfast afterwards, catch up. We could do a bro brunch like the good old days.
All right, sure. Sounds great.
Great. Let's get that going soon. I better get moving. Good to see you guys.
Craig gives a little wave, puts his earbuds back in, and jogs off. I can't believe Craig is ripped and has kids. I'm reeling.
Why's that?
I don't know. I think my mouse got unplugged again. The suspense. Hey, if you guys could not just be killing each other right now, that'd be super helpful.
Mild Kratz will be back with you shortly.
I saw Caleb whispering something. I'm assuming it's how I'm like the most professional Let's Player he knows. The Craig I knew is not fit to be responsible for any living thing, including and especially himself. One time I watched him drink an entire jar of marinara sauce for dinner.
Ew.
Amanda, he opened up a new jar of marinara sauce, and then he drank it like it was a thing normal people do. It was unholy. And then I asked him what the hell he was doing. He said, and I quote, "It's basically a smoothie, bro."
I mean, technically, he's not wrong.
He jogs. He was jogging. He's like a totally different person. Anyways, we better get home. I'll have plenty of time to reflect on how old I feel later. Amanda and I flop down onto the couch. Amanda has to shove some empty boxes out of the way before she can sit.
Too bad we're going to be putting my stuff right back into these boxes in a few months.
No, don't say that.
Aw, Dad, it's going to be okay. I'll be fine.
I know. It's just... You're my little girl. It's gonna be weird not having you around.
I'll come visit, and I'll text you every day, and I'll take lots of pictures. I mean, obviously I'm a photography major.
You promise?
Of course. Are you going to be okay by your lonesome?
Oh, come on. I'll be fine. I'll get a dog or something.
A dog! Forget art school. I'll stay for the dog.
Is that what it's gonna take?
Medium-sized dog, handkerchief around the neck. I get to name it. That's what it'll cost for me to give up on my dreams. I'm a woman of simple wants and needs.
Oh my god. I think I'm still connected. Cool. Well, a dog is a lot cheaper than college, and a lot more disposable, right? Yeah? That's what I thought. Amanda laughs.
See, she got it too.
Right? Suddenly a pile of envelopes slide through the mail slot. Speaking of college, Amanda darts over to the envelopes and shuffles through them. She pulls one out, throws the rest back on the floor.
This is from McGowan College of Art and Design.
Open it.
But I'm scared.
It's just an envelope.
Yeah, it's just like my entire future. Not a big deal.
She takes a deep breath and rips the letter open with her teeth. We have a letter opener, but okay. I hold my breath while Amanda's eyes dart back and forth, scanning the letter. What does it say?
The admissions committee has reviewed your application, blah, blah, blah.
Her face drops.
Regret to inform you that we are unable to offer you admission to McGowan College of Art and Design.
Amanda throws the letter on the coffee table. Oh, sweetie.
It's okay. I kind of saw it coming. I knew I shouldn't have put that experimental stuff in my portfolio. Your admissions officer told me they just want to see portraits or whatever.
I pull Amanda in for a big hug. You're an amazing photographer. I know how much work you put into your portfolio. Some other school is going to want to snatch you up for sure.
Yeah, I know. It's fine.
Are you actually fine, or are you just saying that?
I'm fine, really.
Her face says the opposite, but I probably shouldn't push her on this.
Oh, and before I forget, Emma R. and Emma P. are sleeping over tonight. So, get the toilet paper.
Right. But that's her. I mean, that's any sleepover. You need me out of the way because I'm painfully uncool?
I would choose more delicate phrasing, but yes.
Well, I'll have you know that I conveniently already have plans for tonight, so you'll have the new place to yourself.
Yeah? What are your plans?
Quick, think of plans. I'm secretly the mayor of this town. Gotta attend the union.
Clubbing?
I'm going clubbing. I'm gonna put on a nice outfit and go tear it up on the dance floor. All the hottest dance moves. The lawnmower, the sprinkler, the running man. You know, the ones that all these kids are doing. Kids these days are doing.
Alright, but I'm not gonna come pick you up if you pull anything this time. Not again.
I'm just kidding. I'm actually going to go out and watch the game? Nice.
Which game?
You know, the game. The one that's on tonight? The game on TV at somewhere other than here?
Okay, cool. While you do that, I'm gonna do drugs and commit some light arson with the Emmas.
I'm concerned you're hanging around with the wrong crowd. Amanda shrugs. I would have expected you guys to be up to the white-collar crime by this point. Maybe money laundering at the least.
I'm a street rat, Pops. ...
You're kidding about the doing drugs and crime, right?
Yes, Dad.
Just making sure. I give her a pat on the head.
Have fun with your sports.
Are you being sarcastic?
No, making fun of sports is played out.
All right, then.
I like how he pops in every time he talks.
Oh, yeah. I do some light cleaning around the house and decide to clear out right before Amanda's friends arrive. Well, yeah, because otherwise, like, you know, you want to see your beautiful created character, right? Before I leave, Amanda stops me.
Hey, don't forget that you have that meeting with my English teacher tomorrow.
Oh, right, Mr. Vega. Yep, totally remembered. I'll be there. So many dads to meet. Don't forget to floss every day.
Dad tip number 1. The original dad tip.
That is the first dad tip. That's crazy. Well, I guess I really didn't think that plan through. I'm not entirely sure where the closest bar is, and Amanda still hasn't shown me how to use the GPS on my phone. So I'm just going to pick a direction and walk in it.
Sound plan.
Let's go this way. Cool. Okay, we're marching. We're marching in the direction of the game. Any game, really? In the distance, could it be? A big burned-out neon sign hangs over the tiny dive bar. Jim and Kim's, huh? Alright, it'll do. The bar is small and dimly lit. The crack of pool balls sounds in the back as patrons laugh and joke. A string of multicolored Christmas lights hover above the bartender. I can't tell if it's a Jim or Kim. I pull up a seat at the bar. What'll it be? 1 beer, please. Sure thing, boss. The bartender slides me an ice-cold beer. I take a sip and enjoy the refreshing taste. Say, are you Jim or Kim? I'm Neil. Oh. I awkwardly turn the attention to the game, which is probably one of the TVs in the wall. As luck would have it, my team of preference is not only playing, but it is currently in the lead, which is always a good thing. The brightly colored mascot, which is some kind of animal, does cartwheels. I silently cheer on my favorite team, hoping that I don't get into any confrontational arguments with a fan of the opposing team. Several people in the bar are wearing distinctive colors of the team I dislike, although I believe from that demeanor that, like me, the passion for their team is all in good fun. A middle-aged woman holding a nearly empty wine glass sidles up in the bar and sits uncomfortably close to me.
Hey, sailor.
Oh, hello.
Good to see fresh meat in here. I'm Mary. Come here often?
Oh no, I actually just moved in to this part of town today. I'm oily. I'm oily, by the way.
Great. Are you watching the game?
Yeah, my preferred team is in the lead. If they keep this up, they'll win the game with ease.
Oh, I love that team, and also I love that game.
That was a great line reading from me.
I love someone who knows their way around balls.
I'm getting the impression she's a little drunk.
Buy a gal a drink. Don't buy her a drink. Screw this bitch.
I mean, she does seem a little bit drunk already. Plus, like, we've had, 20 words, and she's already asking for me to buy her a drink. Like, if I was interested in her, I would be approaching her, right? Nah, screw you. Maybe some other time. Suit yourself, sailor. Oh, that's you.
Suit yourself, sailor.
Sailor.
That's right, Mary. Get off.
Mary saunters off, setting her sights on the newest bar patron to enter. I happily watch the game over another beer. The game has gotten close in terms of points. A little too close than what I'm comfortable with. After a particularly skilled player scores a number of points for the other team, putting them in the lead, I hear an affirmative grunt from another man at the bar.
Go team.
It's the brooding man from the coffee shop.
Here we go.
He sits alone, sipping whiskey and watching the game as well. Enjoying the game?
I am now that we're winning.
Oh, we must be rooting for different teams.
In my opinion, my team is far superior.
I have to disagree with that. Based upon our win-loss record, I'd say that my team is superior.
That's where you're wrong, since as it stands right now, my team is beating yours.
The conversation ends there, and we both go back silently rooting for our respective teams. The game is close, with both sides playing their hardest to win. But in the end, my team prevails. Quiet cheers ripple throughout the bar. I raise a respectful glass to the man drinking whiskey, who raises his in response. An unspoken truce is formed between us based on our mutual love for the game. He motions to the bartender, who pours 2 glasses of whiskey.
Man, it's so manly.
The man slides over to me. Yeah, this dude's pretty rugged. Whoops.
The name's Robert. Rugged Robert.
Yeah, rugged. Man, okay. Thanks. I'm oily. He never once says, like, my name is oily. It's always like, I'm oily. Oh, beautiful.
You must be new here. Mary already hit on you?
Yeah. Robert chuckles.
She's a peach. Well, you picked the best bar in town. As slimy as it is, you'll never find a better spot than Jim and Kim's.
Is there actually a Jim or Kim that runs this place?
No, that'd be Neil.
Neil waves from across the bar.
Good guy, Neil. Not enough Neils in this world.
Oh, okay.
Not enough oilies.
Also, so like Robert is voiced, this is another like Game Grumps kind of thing, is voiced by Dan Lee Dan Avidan, Danny Sexbang from Ninja Sex Party. He's the other member of Game Grumps. So for those of you that are trying to spot which characters the two play, Aaron is playing Joseph, Dan plays Robert here.
You a whiskey fella or a beer fella?
Beer, but I'll drink most things.
You like shots?
that was kind of
I did not catch
flirty
that
in
at
some
first.
ways. I like shots. I love shots.
Ooh, hit him with the
shots
dad
fired.
joke.
I don't like them. Yeah, sure.
Well,
that's
gonna be a problem.
Robert nods to Neil, who serves up 2 shots of whiskey. He hands one to me.
Here's to your health.
We take the shots. The whiskey burns going down, but I try my hardest to look tough. Wait, I think this is what making friends is. Okay, oily. This guy is out of my league, but I think if I play my cards right, we'll be pals in no time. His rugged good looks. I mean, obviously the actually trying to make friends with this dude thing is the leather jacket, right? Like that's saying something nice without overstepping boundaries.
That or the tattoo, I think, are both good options.
Yeah, maybe. I haven't. Like the thing is, his hand tattoo is right where the dialogue box has been for the most part. So I have no idea what his hand tattoo actually looks like. Let's just stick with the leather jacket, I guess. I like your jacket.
Thanks. Been in my family a long time. Passed down from firstborn to firstborn. Cursed, some would say.
Man, this guy is mysterious.
Damn.
And cool. Way cooler than I am, at least. Robert signals the bartender for another round.
What are you doing here tonight?
My daughter kicked me out of the house.
Tough.
Running from my problems. Or trying to make friends. Obviously, running from my problems is like what he wants me to go with. Like, this dude's just trying to pick me up, right? Like,
I don't know, like, because he didn't like what we said. But
yeah, but he wants me to say that I like shots or that I like whiskey. I'm just running from my problems. The usual. I like your style.
Good choice.
He gets up.
Be right back. Gotta powder my nose.
Never seen Robert this talkative. He must like you. Huh, I guess so. I gotta admit that Robert has a gruff charm to him. If a guy like that thinks I'm cool, then I really must be. Robert comes back from the bathroom and grabs his leather jacket.
I'm gonna go home. You heading my way?
Robert and I leave the bar and find ourselves walking in the same direction.
I live in this cul-de-sac down the way.
Does everybody live there? Me too. We just finished unpacking today.
It's just like a big dad jungle.
I guess, man. And with dads, dogs, and like kids.
Great place to be. Good neighbors. Well, some of them.
Who's
Couldn't
that?
agree with him more.
We get to Robert's house, which is just a few houses away from mine. We stop, and he turns to me.
I don't kiss and tell, oily. So are we doing this, or what?
Whoa, what?
You know, do you want to come inside or not?
A wave of realization rushes over me. I blush.
Oh, God.
Lay it on smooth,
Oh,
smile and
man.
nod, or no
Here
thank
we
you.
go. Let's see. What do we think about Robert here?
He's a man of few words. He's probably going to like the smile and nod kind of thing. But
Yeah, he's pretty alpha.
I really want to know, though, what it means if I'm trying to lay it on smooth. Because, like, you know, like guy's like the quintessential dad, right? I just want to see what this means. It says, well, I don't see why not. That sounded smoother in my head.
Let's do it.
Okay, cool. I followed him up to his door. He fumbles with the keys for a second and unlocks the door, leading me inside. The moment the door closes behind us, he pushed me up against the wall and kisses me, grabbing my hips.
Come on.
Robert takes my hands and leads me upstairs into what I assume is his bedroom, but it's too dark and I can't see anything but Robert's intense
Here we
expression.
go, ladies and gentlemen.
He kisses me again, and I can hear him shucking off his jacket. I clumsily take off mine, too. His hands roam down my chest, and suddenly he's tugging at my belt. I don't normally do this.
Do you want to stop?
It's tricky, right? So, like, my guy's not even necessary. Like, I guess he's gay now, right? Or, like, he's...
Well, this is where...
definitely-
This is, like... Here's the question. Like, we're about to answer it. Laying on the tough choices. This is like The Walking Dead.
No.
Good.
Robert continues to unbuckle my belt and guides me to bed.
Oh, God. Let's have some fun.
All right.
Let's get
well,
uncomfortable.
All right. Jeez. All right. Well, I had my first daddy sleepover experience. Sunlight streams in between the slats of the blinds. My head is pounding. I really overdid it last night. Wait a minute. This isn't my old house or my new house. Oh, right. I look around for Robert, but find myself alone. Hello? There's a clatter from the bathroom and the door opens. Robert is fully dressed and grabs his keys.
That was fun.
Yeah, it was.
You should go.
That's certainly not what I was expecting. Well, talk to you later. Robert cracks a smile.
Sure. Your clothes are over there.
I hastily get dressed and show myself out. The sun is unbearably bright. I need to lie down. I start to make my way back home when I suddenly remember... Amanda!
Bad dad.
Achievement unlocked.
Oh,
I rush
man.
back, I rush
Robert
back
used
home.
us.
Yeah, he did. I rush back home and throw open the door open. Something smells delicious. Amanda? Amanda runs out of the kitchen and looks slightly disappointed.
Oh, man. I was kind of hoping you had gotten kidnapped and I was going to have to come rescue you.
No, I made a friend at the bar last night and ended up sleeping over at his place.
Whoa.
I guess.
Honest.
Right? Where are the Emmas?
They left a little while ago. She has no reaction.
Yeah, I don't know. So, like, does she know about my situation then?
Like, she can't just put the pieces together.
Well, I mean, I didn't say anything, like, sexually implicit happened, but, I mean, maybe she knows. Like, maybe she's like, oh, my dad used to be into
she's a senior in
chicks.
high school.
Now he's more into dudes. Oh, you guys have fun?
Yeah, watched some movies, ate snacks, stole a car. You know, usual sleepover stuff.
You teens and your larceny. So, this breakfast that's cooking, what's that all about?
Well, there's hash browns and eggs and bacon.
Can I...
Yes, you can have some breakfast.
Bless you, sweet child. My head throbs. Ugh, I gotta do something about this hangover. Amanda, your loving father might have overdone it last night.
Ooh, somebody's hungover.
Father of the year. You wouldn't happen to have any aspirin or...
I've got just the thing. Hang on.
Amanda runs to the fridge and pulls out a jar of pickles. Amanda, what?
Drink this.
The pickle juice?
Yup, it's what I used once. Would assume someone would use. I would also assume that it works pretty well. Although I've never tried it before, and won't try it, obviously.
Who raised you?
You did?
Right. Do as I say, not as I do.
You got it.
This better work. I down a sip of the tart juice.
No, more than that. Way more than that. I mean, I assume.
Watch it, you. I drink more pickle juice and help myself to the delicious breakfast that Amanda has graciously allowed me to partake in. After inhaling some hash browns and dunking several pieces of bacon into runny egg yolk, I'm starting to feel a little bit better. Amanda grabs her backpack and keys.
Well, I gotta get to class. Don't forget the meeting with Mr. Vega, okay? He said it was important. Love ya.
I'll be there. Knock him dead, kiddo.
Always do.
We do our secret handshake, and she's off. I got a little work done at home before I glance at my watch and see that it's almost time for the meeting. Hop in the shower, change clothes, and head on my way. Still a little hungover. I arrive at Amanda's school and check in at the front desk. They give me a bright orange visitor sticker and send me on my way. I'm barely awake and feeling pretty haggard, but hopefully nobody will notice. I check my watch and I'm relieved to see that I'm only 2 minutes late. Wait, was it room 103 or 108? I spot a youth standing at his locker and approach him for help. Excuse me, do you know where Mr. Vega's classroom is? The youth turns around, looks at me up and down with heavily lined eyes.
Sigh.
Come on, kid, I'm late for a meeting.
Mr. Who?
Mr. Vega?
I don't know. Have you tried the exit?
Okay, wise guy, are you gonna help me or not?
Sigh. Fine. Up those stairs and to the left. Can't miss it.
I head up the stairs and walk around, unable to find Mr. Vega's class anywhere. After a couple minutes of searching, I head back downstairs. That punk youth sent me on a wild goose chase. I go back to where the low-rent Gerard Way is standing, fully ready to give him a piece of my mind, when suddenly a head pops out of the classroom next to his locker. Pretty sure Gerard Way is the lead singer of what, My Chemical Romance? I think that's right.
Yeah, that makes sense. Lucian, don't you have a third period to get to? Sigh. Fine, Mr. Vega.
Wow. Now I'm officially 10 minutes late. I glare at him as he walks away. We're not cool.
You must be oily. This period's almost over. Would you mind waiting in the back?
You must be oily.
How can you tell?
It's the sunglasses. It's always the sunglasses. Mr. Vega leads me in, and I take a seat in one of the comically small students' desks in the back. I might get stuck in this.
Alright, where were we? Now who can tell me about the unreliability of the narrator in J.D. Salinger's Catcher in the Rye? Yes, Colin?
Colin stands up and does the thing where he blows into the crook of his elbow to make a fart noise. The whole class erupts in laughter.
Are they third graders?
Yes, man.
Alright, everybody. Very funny, Colin. Please sit down. Now, Holden Caulfield is an unreliable narrator in the sense that...
The bell for the end of the period rings. All the students immediately get up and make a break for the door.
Remember to do the reading and answer the response questions on page 194 in your textbook.
Nobody's listening.
Or not, I guess.
Mr. Vega turns to me and sighs.
Middle schoolers, right?
Don't you teach high schoolers?
Both. You know, budget cuts.
Right.
Thanks so much for coming in.
No problem, Mr. Vega.
Please, call me Hugo.
Oh.
I don't normally do these impromptu parent-teacher meetings, but as I'm sure you know, Amanda's a very bright student, and I'm concerned about her recent behavior.
What's going on?
Amanda has never been the most engaged student, but I know she cares. Recently, though, she's been falling behind. She's not completing assignments and has been doing rather poorly on tests. I'd normally chalk this up to senioritis, but...
This is strange. I thought Amanda always shared everything with me. Hadn't even crossed my mind that something might be wrong.
I just wanted to ask, is everything okay at home?
This would be... that's honest, right? I mean...
Yeah, but like... If we just moved, how does he know her well enough and long enough to make these assumptions?
They might have just moved across town or whatever, right? Like, she might not have changed schools or anything.
Maybe.
And I don't really know that she has a tendency to bottle things up or not, so I'm just going to say we just moved. Well, we just moved recently, but it was only to the other side of town, and Amanda was more excited about it than I was.
See if you can talk to her about it. I know she values you a great deal and would appreciate your guidance. If she keeps heading down this road, I know how important art school is to her, and I would hate to see her miss out on scholarship money that she clearly deserves.
I'll make sure to talk to Amanda. Thanks for letting me know, Hugo.
Anytime.
On my way out, I stop, thinking for a moment. I turn to Hugo. Hey, Hugo.
Yes?
They ever catch that rye?
Yes. He likes the dad joke. How can you not?
I leave the classroom and make my way out of the school. I'm still a little bit in shock that Amanda was able to hide so well from me. She's always been such a force of positivity in my life, especially after we lost her mother. Amanda must be done with classes by now. I'm sure she would appreciate a ride home, and maybe I can talk to her about what's going on.
It's dad time.
I pull up to the carpool, and Amanda hops in the passenger seat.
So, did you have fun gossiping about me?
Mr. Vega and I actually just gossiped about our celebrity crushes.
So you talked about Mario Batali the whole time?
It was a very productive meeting.
I'm pretty hungry. Can we grab some dinner?
Sure thing. Oh man, these decisions are really getting to me. I feel exhausted. We can make something at home, or let's go to the mall food court.
Ooh, man.
It's tough, right?
I think we spent a lot of time at home this episode.
Yeah, didn't we? Yeah, I guess because I came back from the game and that sort of thing. Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, sure. Why the mall?
Jeez, can a dad take his daughter to the mall?
Will you buy me things?
I will buy you a thing, singular.
Sounds like a deal to me.
We drive in silence for a short while. Amanda plays a game on her phone. I should say something. You know, sometimes when a kid gets older, they find that they have to keep things hidden from their parents. And that's okay, because sometimes that's what kids do. And that's okay. But also sometimes it's good to have, the parents' perspective, because, maybe the parents have also dealt with similar situations. And maybe they're a little cooler than you give them credit for. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is that it's good to share. Love you.
Have you been reading my tweets?
You have a Twitter?
What? Never mind.
Look, sweetie, Mr. Vega said you've been participating in class and that you're not turning things in. Haven't been participating in class. That's what he said.
Oh, I'm fine, Pops. Senioritis and all that.
I thought you liked Mr. Vega's class.
It's fine. He's fine.
We pull up to a stoplight, and I Amanda. She's still texting. I want you to know that you can talk to me about anything.
Uh-huh.
I can tell that whatever it is, she doesn't want me knowing about it. That's frustrating. I heard Emma R. is going to that fancy art school in California. That's exciting.
Yep.
Are you bummed that you guys aren't going to the same school?
Yep.
Amanda keeps texting. She stifles a laugh. What's so funny?
I don't think you'd get it.
Okay. Who you texting?
Noah.
Who's Noah?
My friend.
Does he go to your school?
Yep.
Do you like Noah?
What? No. Dad. Ugh. I can't believe you would... Dad. I mean, jeez. Why would you... Ugh. Gross.
Sorry. Just asking.
Dad, he's just my friend. Guys and girls can be friends. He's my friend.
Okay.
Jeez.
This is going well. Well, good talk. Love you, kiddo. She leans forward and turns up the radio. I guess that conversation is over. To the mall, then. We gonna meet more dads? We arrive at the mall, a big indoor shopping center with a couple different floors. It's kind of dead, but that doesn't stop a mall security guard from yelling at a group of loitering teens. Let's eat something disgusting for dinner.
Hell yeah.
Language, Missy.
Heck yeah.
Better. We approach the food court and evaluate our options. There's greasy restaurant after greasy restaurant. My heart burns just looking at the menus. Nobody looks happy to be here.
What are you in the mood for? Bread dipped in sugar, bread with cheese on it, or do you just want me to inject some fat directly into your bloodstream?
I extend my hand to her. Would you do the honor of sharing some nachos? Would you? Oh, yeah, okay. She takes my hand with a grin.
It would make me the happiest, cheesiest girl alive.
We order a giant pile of chips and a naturally orange cheese from a very enthusiastic and possibly stoned teenager. We take a seat at a rickety table and dig in.
These are bad. These are very bad.
But also strangely delicious? Question mark.
We have to eat through the pain.
We enjoy the fluorescent cheesy goodness together until we're all out of nachos. So, something's been bothering me for a while. Can you explain memes to me?
Sigh. Which meme?
All memes?
How?
Amanda sighs deeply and places her hand in her hands.
Dad, it's complicated. See, memes are inside jokes shared by a bunch of people that get less funny the more people do it. So the problem is that by the time a meme gets to you, Dad, all us youths have already done the joke to death. And what's worse than that is that movies and TV and video games will try to jump in on a meme train, but just based on how long it takes to make them, the meme will be long dead by the time it comes out. So it just dates it, and it isn't funny. Try prequel memes.
Oh shit, what up? Right, yeah, prequel memes is still solid.
Never die.
I only cuss there because he cussed.
Dad, please. Anyway, changing the subject. Where to now?
Want to go to that goth store?
Ooh, yeah. What?
You know, the one that's all black and tries to establish itself as anti-establishment despite being an exact representation of the establishment.
I don't know what store you're talking about.
I do. You know, the one where you can buy chain wallets and basically an assault on other people who fought. It's basically an assault on the other people who fought so hard against it in the punk and hardcore movements of the 70s and 80s.
Dude, you gotta be more specific.
The one you threw up in that one time?
Bad Religion! Oh, that one.
What kind of hot topic is he talking about here? Oh, that one. Yep, it's Hot Topic. Amanda runs the store with me trailing behind her. She makes a beeline for the back.
There it is. You can still see the outline, kinda.
I'm so proud?
Speech!
Amanda.
Speech, 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 speech!
Alright, I'll do it if you stop chanting. Amanda stops immediately. I clear my throat. Thank you all for joining us here today to commemorate a historic moment that would forever shape history. On a day very much like today, some 5 years ago, our very own Amanda and Ollie had too much blue raspberry slushy on an outing to the mall. After begging her father to take her to Dead, Goth, and Beyond to buy rainbow suspenders, she proceeded to throw up all of her display of My Chemical Romance merchandise. Her loving father then had to pay for the merchandise, which to this day remains among our possessions. Thank you. Amanda is moved. She begins clapping, slow at first, then faster and more vigorously. Several other patrons turn their heads. One of them also starts clapping. I bow my head.
Oh, hey, chain wallets.
While Amanda busies herself looking at the band t-shirts, I try to find something of interest myself. Not much for a dad to look in Dead, Goth, and Beyond. Obviously, I'm going to look at the erotic mugs,
Check
right?
the clearance bin for hot deals.
That's a pretty big dad move, too, though.
Gotta find those hot deals.
Let's look for some hot deals. There's a big cardboard box of marked down items. I'm pretty sure $4 for purple eyeliner is a good deal, I think. I wonder if I could look good in purple eyeliner.
Oh, jeez.
Hell yes, I would. Look, this is very important to me.
Oh.
I overhear a stifled argument over the cash register. An older gentleman is carrying a garment and showing it to a bored-looking cashier with pink hair.
I can see that. Don't know what to tell you, dude.
Go away, Jimmy.
I just work here.
Listen, when I bought this online website, it said this blouse was Victorian-inspired. However, when I received it, it's clearly held the trademark of Edwardian dressage.
Do you want a coupon? I can give you a coupon. Will you leave if I give you a coupon?
Is there a manager present? People have to know what they are buying.
I am the manager.
I see. Well, it would seem that I have outstayed my welcome. Good day, shopkeep. Your superiors will receive a strongly worded letter by post.
Whatever, dude.
The man whirls around and storms. This dude is immediately my favorite, by the way. The man whirls around, storms out, his literal coattails trailing behind him. I can't tell if they're Victorian-inspired or Edwardian in nature. Amanda trots up with a t-shirt in her hand. Oh boy, here it comes.
Hey, Datron 5000.
Yes, I'll buy it for you.
Wow, that was easy. Thanks.
At least it's only one this time. Amanda plops the shirt onto the counter and grins at the cashier.
I love your hair.
The cashier says nothing and rings Amanda up, radiating hatred. I hand her a 20. So, what's that guy's deal? What was that guy's deal? The cashier rolls her eyes, and I'm worried she'll pull something.
That's Damien. He's in here all the time. He's obsessed with Victorian fashion or whatever.
She hands Amanda her bag, and it's clear the conversation is over. We make our way out of the store and head home to get some rest. Amanda and I sit on the couch, trying to find something to watch over bowls of ice cream.
Oh, cool. Long Haul Paranormal Ice Road Ghost Truckers is on. Your favorite, right?
Oh, hell yes. They have to make it over the Canadian tundra before the ice road melts, but also they're hunting ghosts. Also, the trucks are haunted.
Oh.
This is an episode I've already seen, but it's one of the best. Callum and Flint Dogbone, twin brother truck driving and ghost hunting duo, find themselves in the greatest peril yet.
Oh no, the ghost done got out of control of the truck. I can't steer on them here damn ice roads.
Let me use the EVP meter to try and communicate with the spirits.
Flint, we're about to die.
I almost got it. If you listen carefully, it sounds like it's saying, you're going to die.
That's because we are about to die, you.
This is art. This is art. This episode ends, and Amanda excuses herself to go and start arguments on the internet. Stay up a little longer, curious about the exploits of Callum and Flint Dogbone, and after the disastrous ice road accident, afterward, I crawl into the bed and get a good night's sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, dude. Always help a friend in need. It's good advice.
Morning, sleepyhead.
5 more minutes.
You have never ever let me have 5 more minutes, so get up.
Fine. I feel like I held both of those out slightly too long.
Hold them out for 5 minutes.
We have cereal for breakfast and spend the morning putting together furniture. Well, like 10 minutes is the advertising thing. I think we're past 10 minutes. We're fine. Amanda is much better at interpreting the tiny manuals. We're able to put together a few shelves and one desk, but I'm pretty sure it was supposed to be a bookcase.
So, you excited for the cookout today?
Excited to beef up my grilling skills. I'll see this as an opportunity, as a learning opportunity. If I can snake some hot grill tips, I think I'll consider it a success. Heck yeah, dude.
Don't you want to meet some of the people in the neighborhood?
I'll probably end up standing uncomfortably in the corner with a plate of food and hope that nobody talks to me.
Dad, you're a beautiful work in progress. We will get that butterfly to emerge from the cocoon. The social butterfly.
Well, better start getting ready. We definitely don't want to be late.
What? No, we have to be fashionably late. Who shows up to a cookout on time?
You know what? We're going early, just because you said that.
Ugh.
I head to the door and Amanda reluctantly follows. We walk across the street to Joseph's house with a store-bought veggie plate. I'm a terrible cook if it doesn't involve a grill. Well, yeah, what kind of dad practices non-grill cooking? I guess we're not as early as we thought we were. Joseph's backyard is already packed with people, and the smell of hot dogs just wafts through the air. Some children run through a sprinkler, and adults chat in small clusters. I set our veggie plate down on a table next to 2 other veggie plates. Hey, there's Joseph. I have to get his attention. The moment he sees us, I wave to get his attention. The moment he sees us, he jogs over, arms open wide. You gonna hug this dude?
Welcome. I'm so glad you two are here. And you bought veggies. Let me introduce you to my family. Kids, come on over here. This is Chris, my eldest. Hi. This is Christian and Christy. They're twins.
They stare creepily and say nothing. Awesome.
God, I just want to punch them. Then, of course, there's our youngest, Krish. Wait, where's Krish? Maybe Mary put him in his crib.
Krish.
Oh, Mary.
Oh, no, it's the one from the bar the other night. What is she doing here?
Oh, and how could I forget my lovely wife, Mary?
Oh, my gosh. Joseph pecks her on the cheek. She smiles.
Ah, Mary, sweetheart, did you put Krish to bed? I'll have to go look for him. What? You'll have to?
Joseph takes a moment and regains his composure.
Mary, this is our new neighbor, Oily, and his daughter, Amanda. I'd shake your hand, but I have a glass of wine that I need to tend to. I love her.
Nice to meet you, Mary, for the first time.
Charmed. Well, I have to go over there now.
Mary leaves. Oh god, this is so awkward. I wonder if Joseph knows. I wonder if Mary knows that Joseph knows. I wonder if Joseph knows that Mary knows that I know. It takes all of my energy not to run away from the barbecue and start fresh in a new city.
Ha ha ha. My wife has a wonderful sense of humor. But please, you two enjoy the barbecue. All the guys are really excited to meet you.
Yeah, they are. Amanda and I mill around, try some of the food spread out on the table. I pick at some deviled eggs. Amanda grabs a small paper plate and immediately begins piling it with baked goods. I don't want to have to make friends.
Come on, Dad. Who are you going to party with when I go off to school?
But I don't want to have to do pleasantries.
Dad.
They're going to talk about weather.
Go. Do it. Make a friend.
But how could I possibly abandon my child at a social function? That's bad parenting.
This plate of cookies is my new dad. Bye.
Amanda shoves me into the center of the yard. Well, here goes nothing. I look around at the party and I'm surprised to see some familiar faces. Isn't that the barista from the Coffee Spoon? Oh, dang, Robert's here. Robert's here? Did that guy throw a frisbee at my head? Isn't that the guy who was throwing a fit in Dead Goth and Beyond? Isn't that Amanda's teacher? Hey, I know Craig. But wait a second, all these people live in our cul-de-sac? That can't be right.
Man, this is quite a meat party.
Dude, I'm talking to Joseph and Damien. What up? It's about Joseph chatting with the guy from Dead Goth and Beyond and by the grill. I wonder what they're talking about. I walk over to them.
So I'm curious, can you walk me through why you had your house painted black?
Where do I even start? The house stays warmer in the winter, provides an artistic contrast to the rest of the neighborhood, and it complements the crimson interior perfectly.
It's definitely an interesting choice.
Thank you. I'm very proud of my abode.
Oily! I was just having a conversation with Damien here about this aesthetic
Does not work well as an exclamation. Damien regards me up and down with a warm but critical eye. How do you do? I don't believe I've had the pleasure. I think I saw you in Dead Goth and Beyond the other day. Damien's face turns bright red. I must apologize for my behavior that day. You see, I take the goth lifestyle very seriously, and to be caught in a ruse by such a corporation as Dead Goth and Beyond was profoundly frustrating.
Goth
indeed.
life.
I hope you know that while my anger has been justified, may have been justified, it was no such way for a gentleman to act. It's okay, man. Do tell me about yourself. Are you new to the area? Yes, my daughter and I just moved in the other day. She was the one I took to Dead Goth and Beyond. Very good taste on her part. Does she partake in the goth lifestyle? I think for a second. I look over at Amanda, who's hanging out with some of the older kids in the neighborhood. Hey, Amanda, would you consider yourself goth?
Oh.
Amanda yells back.
I wouldn't necessarily try to fall under any one specific label, but I guess if I had to choose, I would more describe myself as twee hipster with some normcore leanings. Bats are cool, though.
Ah, pity.
Are you enjoying the party so far?
Oh, definitely. Thanks so much for putting this on. It's nice to be in a cul-de-sac where everyone is friendly and welcoming. Amanda walks up to the conversation.
I also like The Lost Boys a lot. Really good movie. Does that count as goth?
That it would, my dear. I don't believe we've had the pleasure of meeting. Damien Bloodmarch, at your service. He's so Castlevania, it's awesome.
He is.
Damien finishes the sentence with a flourish and a bow, producing a single rose and offering it to Amanda. Oh, that was nice. Amanda blushes and returns the gesture with a curtsy.
My, do you know how to treat a lady?
It doesn't seem like he wastes his time doing that, but yeah.
Hello, Amanda. Ew.
Seemingly out of nowhere, Joseph's twin kids appear. Are they speaking in unison?
Hey, won't you come play with us? Come play with us forever. Guys, enough with the creepy twin shtick. We've talked about this.
Christian and Christy slowly backed away.
Where do you think they got that from?
Mary pops in the conversation.
Yeah, this is busy.
Wine in hand. Yeah, this is a real conversation going on right here.
I don't know.
Mary takes a long sip of wine.
I think I might have taped over a VeggieTales VHS with a Shining. Who knows?
She takes another sip of her wine.
Where's Krish? Wasn't he with you? You had him a moment ago. He's probably stuffing dirt in his mouth. He'll be alright. Toddlers are pretty resilient.
Mary tips her glass to me.
Ain't my first time to the rodeo. It's my fourth. I have squeezed 4 little... Sweetheart, would you do me a favor and please find Krish? That would be great. I'm sure he's fine. Mary. Okay, geez.
Mary finishes her wine and wanders off.
Dad, can we go now?
Ah, Lucian, have I introduced you to Oil yet? Hey, it's that punk from Amanda's school. I remember you.
Whatever.
That's no way for a young man to speak to his elders. Be polite. Lucian bows.
Whatever, sir.
Lucian bows again.
Mr. Christensen, may I have a veggie burger? Sir. Coming right up, bud. Are you vegetarian? Yup.
Make that 2 veggie burgers. Did you know that some people in the Victorian era were vegetarians?
Dude, he's a vegetarian.
They described carnivorous type people as bloodlappers.
I don't like Damien.
I don't know if he is necessarily or not, but he's having a veggie burger. He might just be like in solidarity with his son, maybe?
Dude, what if he's a vampire? They're not vegetarians.
No, exactly.
Dad. That's really interesting, Damon.
Joseph turns to the grill. Just a hint of a tattoo peeks out from underneath his sleeve. I can't believe I didn't notice it before. It looks like the bottom of an anchor.
Whoa, is that a tattoo? Yup, I wasn't always a youth pastor, you know. That's so cool. Want to see mine?
What? Lucian pulls back some rubber bracelets, revealing a lopsided 666 in black ink.
My buddy gave me a stick and poke tattoo last week. I think it's healing up pretty good.
Lucian. We'll talk about this later.
That's pretty cool. What's the significance of the tattoo? I don't know. I just thought it looked sick. Well, in my opinion, the only reason you need to get a tattoo is because you want one. Careful, though. That number carries weight.
Man, Joseph is a way cooler youth pastor than I thought. I just figured youth pastors popped out of the womb with a Bible. I wonder what he did before preaching. I think we're going to end up talking to all the dads, and that's probably going to be the end of this episode, right? Do we want to talk to Robert and Brian next, or Matt, Hugo, and Craig?
Burger time.
Can you handle 3 dads at once right now?
Dude, Matt is cool, though.
Yeah, Matt is cool, but these two are like polar opposites in my opinion. I don't know, like the 2 weirdest. All right, and then you're doing the voice. These are both your characters, I think. Do you want me to take over for this scene? One of these guys, at least.
Yeah, go for it. We definitely haven't talked to Brian a whole lot. I feel like, so that's good.
Do you want me to do Brian or Robert?
I think you can do Robert.
I'll do Robert. Okay. I walk over to Robert and Brian, who are chatting over drinks, determined not to be weird about what happened that night. I hope Robert feels the same. Hey, guys.
Oily! How the heck are ya? Settling into the neighborhood all right?
Oh, you betcha. And got the living room in order at least.
That's great to hear. I've been doing some living room work as well. Finally got the 50-inch in there. The game looks great in high def.
Oh boy.
Oily, have you met Robert yet?
Yes, I believe we met briefly. Dot, dot, dot. Hey. Robert takes a long sip of whiskey. Robert robotically extends a hand. I shake it as he stares unblinkingly into my eyes. Oh God, what does it mean? How's it going? It's good. Robert focuses on the whiskey he's holding. He takes a long sip.
Great. Look at my friends becoming friends. Us dads gotta stick together, you know.
Us dads? Robert has a kid? Oh, I didn't know you had kids. Robert continues to stare at me. Jesus, does this guy ever blink? Yup. Dot, 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 dot. Cool, that's cool. We stand in an incredibly uncomfortable silence for several moments until we gotta get off this haunted truck.
Oh no, the ghost locked the doors.
Daisy and Amanda run up to us. Thank God.
Quick, hit the emergency escape button.
But trucks don't have emergency escape buttons.
Then hit the brake, I guess, and then we'll get out of the truck. The imaginary truck. Anyway, we're safe from the ghost, but how will we ever survive this Arctic tundra? Daisy, you might have to eat me. Are you prepared to do that?
I'm prepared to do anything to survive.
That's cold-blooded. I like that.
Although I'm not sure I have the materials required to properly cook you.
Wait a second. Are you guys playing Long Haul Ice Road Paranormal Ghost Truckers?
Yeah. Amanda and I love that show.
It's the best, especially that episode where Callum hides Flint's keys and...
Flint retaliates by breaking an ancient cursed urn and sending the spirit after him. Yeah, it's such a quality reality television.
Alright, Daisy. I found us a couple of bugs. They're gonna make a great meal. Lots of protein. Gonna keep her from starving out here in this harsh, icy wasteland.
But there's a whole table of food right over...
Daisy, it's a game. We're playing pretend. It's what kids do. Live a little.
Amanda gives Daisy a handful of gummy worms from the snack table. They eat them with mock disgust. Let's go find kindling for a fire.
Okay. But not an actual fire.
Because we're playing pretend?
Now you're getting it.
Daisy and Amanda run off. What a cute couple of kids. I turn my attention back to the conversation, but wait, where did Robert go? I skim the party and finally find him in the corner talking to Mary. Does he not want to talk?
Man, I've never seen her get along with anyone so quickly.
I snap out of my Robert-induced haze. I guess Amanda's just sort of has a way with kids.
That's kind of amazing. Daisy doesn't really get along with kids her age.
It's nice that he's not trying to one-up me this time. Maybe we can have a regular friendship after all. Really?
She just kind of keeps to herself. Her teachers say she spends every recess in the library. I think the other kids are intimidated by her intelligence.
There it is. I wouldn't worry about it too much. Amanda was shy at Daisy's age too. She used to have a habit of crawling under tables and crying every time we took her to a restaurant. She bit people too.
At least she didn't, poop her pants.
Well, not at the restaurant.
Oh ho ho, kids, right?
God, I love them.
Santa.
You're required to by the law.
Well, since they're getting along so well, maybe we should try to put together a little play date for them.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Well, I don't want to take up too much of your time. Go meet some of the other fellas.
Alright, I'm going to talk to these three, and I think that's going to be it for this episode. Matt and Hugo seem to be embroiled in an intense discussion. Craig looks on and smiling politely. I walk over to say hello. So obviously you're at least Craig, right? 'Cause Craig's like your soul animal, your spirit animal. Should I play Matt or Hugo?
I'll take Matt.
Okay, cool. Well, I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair to try and compare two art movements like that. Periods in any Periods in art only exist... Yeah, I want him to sound professorally, right? Periods in art only exist because they're uniquely byproduct of the social and political climate of a time and place, and try to make something like, say, the Rococo period and compare it to postmodernism in America. You're completely disregarding the context in which a work of art is created. Matt and Hugo seem to be so busy talking they don't notice me. Craig leans in.
Dude, I have no idea what's happening.
Let's talk to Craig. Let's turn my attention to Craig, who seems a little more attentive to my existence. How did resistance training go the other day?
Great! Little River here is a great cheerleader. Aren't you, tiny bro?
Craig grabs River's arms and waves them around.
You can do it, Dad. I'm so proud of you. I'm sorry for pooping on you.
She must be a handful at that age.
Oh, they always are. But it's so worth it.
Craig grabs River's arms again and waves them around.
Also, I'm sorry for throwing up on you, Dad. How you settling in?
The new place is perfect. It really is cozy and the neighborhood is beautiful. I'm just glad we moved here. And I'm even more glad that we're right next to my old best friend. Craig gives me a playful punch in the shoulder. Ow. I remember that hurting less in the past.
Sorry. I've been doing push-ups and stuff.
Oily. Yeah, that is me. Oily, how are you liking the neighborhood? It's pretty nice. Everybody's been super friendly.
Seems like your daughter's fitting in just fine.
Matt points across the yard to where Amanda, Daisy, and another young girl are playing. They're all sitting cross-legged in the grass, picking weeds and weaving them into little flower crowns. It's pretty adorable. The girl I don't recognize jogs over to us.
What is it, sweetheart? It's a flower crown. I thought you'd look cute in it. Well, there's only one way to find out.
Matt takes the flower crown and places it on the top of his head.
Am I cool now?
The girl stares at him, thinking it over.
Nope, but you're slightly less uncool than you were before you put it on. Ha! Hey, Oily, this is my daughter.
Hello.
I'm Carmencita.
Carmencita, okay, cool. Amanda comes over with Daisy in tow.
Dang. Dad, look, I'm making friends. Are you making friends? You better be making friends.
Yeah, actually, Amanda, you remember the cool barista from the coffee shop? And my old college friend and your teacher?
Oh, hi, Mr. Vega. I didn't realize we were neighbors.
Yep. You still gonna get me... You still gonna get me that overdue term paper?
Ha ha ha. Great seeing you.
Amanda finger guns her way out of the conversation.
Dude, that
like
is so me.
Duh. She's awesome. She learned the finger guns from me. Move from me. I'm very proud. She's definitely a charmer. Speaking of which, where did my son go? Hugo looks around the party. He must finally spot him because his eyes go wide. Ernest Hemingway Vega, are you smoking? Ernest is holding a lit cigarette. Nope. I see Ernest across the way. He casually takes a long drag of his cigarette and then flicks it into the gutter. Unbelievable. Excuse me. Hugo marches over to Ernest and I turn my attention to Matt and Craig. Kids, right?
Man, I do not envy Hugo. The last barbecue we had, Ernest tried to shove a sparkler down Joseph's pants. Nearly burned down half the yard. And the barbecue we had before that, he actually burned down half the yard. And then it spread onto my lawn and burned down half of my yard, too.
Hugo walks back over to us, practically dragging Ernest behind him. Hey everybody, sorry about that. Oily, this is my son, Ernest. Hello. Ernest looks away, sulking, his hands shoved deep in his pockets. ... Hugo nudges him impatiently. ... Hey. Nice to meet you, Ernest. What grade are you in? It doesn't matter. Ernest. Okay, I'm in 8th grade. God, are you happy now? I'm sure you were just dying to know. Yeah, good for you. Can I go now? I'm tired of talking to old dudes that blame my generation for the failing economy. Ouch. Ernest. Oh yeah, because I'm totally embarrassing you. Ernest puts earbuds and storms out, off to the stand in the corner. Oh, that was certainly something. He seems nice. Hugo puts his head in his hands and sighs. I'm so sorry. He's having a really rough time. As much as I want to be the cool dad, I have to be the authoritarian dad, and he clearly resents me for it.
I mean, I think as a dad and a teacher, that's about as authoritarian as you can get. Honestly, are any of us cool dads? Is it even possible to be a cool dad?
What? I'm cool as a cucumber. Yeah, he is. Look at that face.
See, that right there. You can't say that. My kids think I'm cool. But for how long, Craig? How long do we get to be the cool dads? I don't know. I think we just have to accept the fact that as dads we become the machine we once raged against and accept our fate to unironically wear socks with sandals. Your kids may think you're cool now, but the moment they hit puberty, you're doomed.
Amanda's 18 and she still thinks I'm cool. I yell across the yard to my daughter. Amanda, I'm cool, right? Amanda just laughs. She keeps laughing. I see your point. As much as we all want it, I don't think it's important. I don't think it's as important to be a cool dad as it is to be a good dad. We can all just be best friends with our kids. It just doesn't work. I mean, look at me and Ernest. Our job as parents is to make sure our kids turn out okay.
Yeah, you're right. But it'd be nice to have it both ways.
Hearing these guys talk about this makes me think of my relationship with Amanda. We get along so well, but there might come a point when it won't be like that. Is college when that happens? Don't let us eat up your time, Oily. Go meet some of the other people around here in the neighborhood. Okay.
And without further ado, let's work some magic.
Joseph closes his eyes, takes a deep breath, and gets to work. With the greatest of ease, he sets patties on the grill, flourishing as he flips the spatula in the air. It's easily some of the best grill work I've ever seen.
You guys think this is my first time in front of a grill?
He's working faster now, effortlessly tossing cheese onto patties and perfectly grilling onions on the side. One after another, the dads take notice in the crowd around Joseph to admire his masterful technique.
You probably didn't know this, Oily, but Joseph's known around here for his grillmanship. He's ungrillevable. I've tried to get on his level, but I just can't catch up. Let us keep studying. He has a rare quality about him.
Mustard, we keep talking about this. Can't we just appreciate the artist? I've never seen him make a mistake. Okay, we need to stop this. It's getting too cheesy.
Please stop.
All the children at the party boo the glorious display of
dropping the dad bomb.
Right?
All right, guys, the food's ready. Please form an orderly barbecue. My God.
Amanda groans.
Dude, I can't handle this.
We all grab our food and hang out, enjoying perfectly cooked cheeseburgers. Man, that was awesome. Man, it's so wild how all of us dads live in the same cul-de-sac.
Kind of nice, isn't it? It feels like there's a real community here. Totally helps when you're just a single dad trying to raise a kid. We're happy to have you here, man. I think you're going to like this neighborhood a lot.
Plus, Amanda seems to be getting along with all the kids. If she just decides to get into the babysitting game, she'll really make a killing.
Hey, why don't you add us all on Dad Book?
Dad Book?
Yeah, it's a great social network for dads to keep in touch with each other. We're all on it, so if you ever need to reach out to anyone, that's the simplest way to do it.
Sorry, I'm just an old-fashioned dad. Social media goes over my head sometimes.
Don't worry, Pops. I'll help you figure it out.
The rest of the barbecue goes smoothly. We all trade stories and drink beer as our kids play on the lawn. Amanda breaks up a fight between Carmenista and those weird twins. I think they wanted her soul. Oh, that was just like, we just got through the tutorial. We've been playing this game for like 2 hours.
Seriously?
Amanda and I walk back into our place. The sun sets over our heads.
Pretty fun party, don't you think?
I think we're going to set up I felt like it was a good... I mean, I got a burger in me. We're going to set up the Dad Book profile, I think, and then we'll just leave it there, and we'll pick up some other time. But, sweetie, if I can impart any sort of wisdom upon you right now, and not that this is a bad situation, but if you ever in an uncomfortable situation, always look for the silver lining. The silver lining gets you through the other side. We ate Rockenbergs today, and it was good.
Amen. Well, hey, at least you met some other cool dads. You should hit them up on Dad Book.
Maybe I will, if I ever figure out how social media works. I have a good feeling about this place.
Me too, Dad.
Amanda and I arrive home with the remnants of our veggie plate. Seems like nobody was really into the cauliflower. Any big plans for the evening?
Actually, yeah, I'm going out with some friends.
Oh,
Is that okay?
of course. Just keep me posted and be home before midnight.
You got it.
And be careful.
I will.
Make good choices.
Of course.
And call me if you need anything.
Dad, you're not going to do the thing where you wait silent for me to come home in the living room with all the lights off, are you?
What? No, I've never done that before, and I will never do that.
Okay. Do you have plans tonight?
My plans were kind of to eat ice cream and watch TV with Amanda, but I'll find something to do. I'm gonna work on some stuff, see how long I can sleep for, throw a party. A real rager. All the dads in the neighborhood are invited. I'll see if I can get a spot on the list, honestly, but it's looking tight, and you may want to start and have to wait in line.
I know the guy at the door. I'll get in no problem.
I'm just relaxing tonight. Have fun, okay?
Great. See you later.
I watch Amanda drive off into the night. I really do hope she has fun. I plop down in the front of the TV and turn on some Wine and Dine Mastermind with celebrity chef Gavin Chapman. Looks like Gavin's making a roasted rack of lamb with rosemary and mashed potatoes. I'd love to be able to cook like that, although I think if I was actually good at cooking, I'd use my powers for evil, like just making baked Alaskas all day instead of any food of real nutritional substance. Man, Gavin Chapman just caught this thing on fire, but he meant to do it. What a professional. Lose track of time as I blazed through the several episodes of Wine and Dine Mastermind, and also one episode of the cooking show called Meat Hell. I'm not even sure what that one was about. It was just a lot of yelling. I glanced at my watch. Man, it's almost midnight. I should check in with Amanda. I sent a text. Hey, kiddo. You good? I wandered in the kitchen as I waited for a reply. Amanda's phone is almost always in her hand, so I'm sure she'll respond soon. Unless she's driving home, in which case she doesn't respond soon, because I definitely taught her better than to text and drive. It's a very responsible game. I reach into the freezer and grab an ice cream sandwich. It's a little late for this, but I think I earned it after a long day of socializing. I check my watch again, and then my phone. Nothing yet. Okay, see, now I'm worried. Do I call her? Do I call the cops? No. It's too soon for that. I'll just send her a general reminder text. What's up? Half an hour passes. Now I'm really worried. The episode of Gavin Chapman's Meat Hell are not only assuaging my anxiety, but possibly exacerbating it with the yelling. So I keep pacing around the house, waiting for her to come back. Why didn't I find out where she was going? Who was she even with? Why don't I know any of her friends' phone numbers? Why don't I even have any of her friends' full names? Who is Emma P? I decide to send her another text. Amanda, please text me and let me know you're okay. I can't help but think of the awful things could have happened to her. Oh, thank God, it's her. Amanda opens the door and shuffles in. Finally, she's back home. I'm glad she's okay.
Sup?
Sweetie, thank God you're safe.
Yep.
But now I know she's okay. I'm really mad. Why didn't you answer any of my texts? Amanda pulls her phone out of her pocket.
Oh, whoops. Guess I didn't see those.
She starts to walk to her room. Amanda Ann.
Whoa, we're pulling out the middle name now?
Amanda, you came home an hour and a half after curfew and you didn't respond to any of my texts. You really freaked me out. I was about to call the cops.
Dad, you're seriously overreacting. You're not going to be like this when I go out to school, are you?
You're my only daughter.
Well, I can't give you a play-by-play of everything I do all the time. I'm 18. You shouldn't even be giving me a curfew in the first place.
I sit down on the couch and put my head in my hands. I feel very tired all of a sudden. You really scared me. Just please don't do that again.
Alright, I'm gonna go to bed now.
Amanda closes the door to her room and I head to mine. Jeez. As I'm falling asleep, one thing she said keeps echoing in my mind. You're not going to be like that when I go off to school, are you? I definitely didn't sleep well last night. Brew some strong coffee and make some scrambled eggs for Amanda as a peace offering. Yeah, I think we're gonna stop here. I thought the dad book thing was gonna happen like soon, and it didn't. So let's just go back to the title here so that you folks can concentrate on how awesome the title card music is for this game, and maybe I can talk to Caleb just for a second on his thoughts about this game, where it's headed, what he thinks about it, that sort of thing. So Caleb, what are your thoughts on the game thus far?
Definitely lots of dad action. Mm-hmm. Digging it. You know, if you're looking for dads, this is the place to go.
Oh yeah, and like a variety of dads too, and they're all like pretty cool dads. I'd say like the quintessential dad for me is Brian, right? Like I think he's just got like the look down with the Hawaiian shirt and like the shirt tucked into like khaki shorts or cargo shorts or whatever.
See, I don't like his attitude. Like,
no, I don't like his one-upsmanship or whatever. And like you're right, he does look like Summer Santa. I guess for me though, when I think if I were to like someone was just to give me like a drawing prompt and this like the word was dad, I would draw something probably pretty similar to Brian.
For sure, yeah. Like he definitely fits the dad picture better than all of the other ones.
Yeah, I'd say among my favorites though, I mean Matt's pretty cool, but Matt also like as being me and being 30 years old, Matt actually makes me feel legitimately somewhat old. And then like I don't know, I'm surprisingly a little bit more charmed by Damien than I thought I would be. And it's mostly just like the ridiculousness of his character. Although, like, that's just a first impression thing. I think if I spent any amount of time being around Damien, and I don't know how much time I get to spend with any, like, this is basically the Bachelor Dad's edition, right? So, like, if I get to spend a decent amount of time with any of these people, I think Damien will be maybe among the first to annoy me. I think Robert's really cool, but, like...
that's about it.
Yeah, I mean, like, does he have a greater depth of character than that? Like, is he the one night stand guy? Is he just like the dad pickup artist or what?
Yeah, he's like a womanizer of dads.
Right? Yeah, exactly.
Player.
He's a dad player.
He only wants you for your body.
Yeah, and then like Joseph, I feel like probably has some deeper character hidden under there, right? But like he's a lot of layers to work through in order to like find true dad romance.
His kids are just the worst.
Yeah, his kids are pretty bad. He's married.
They're weird.
He's a youth pastor, but he definitely used to be cool. I feel like the problem too is that like the only way to romance him would be to like to make him fall into bad habits that he's probably trying to stay away from or something.
Right, like repressed.
Yeah, exactly. Like I would be regressing him from where he is now to like somewhere he doesn't want to be again, maybe.
And I feel like for me, I feel like the only good thing about him is his grillmanship. Like,
his grillsmanship is admittedly next level.
Everything else is just red flags
and
for me.
Yeah, exactly. Like the grill thing is really huge in the moment. Like that's like a super attractive dad thing when it's on barbecue day. Other than that, like yeah, he's kind of it's very intermittent attractiveness. Craig is cool. Other than
Craig is so nice.
Craig's really nice. He's in shape, right? Cool. He's young, but he doesn't make me feel like I'm super old.
We have a past, so we're already somewhat comfortable with
so
Craig.
Like I think he's in good shape, but he's like a similar age to me. And then he only has part-time custody of his kids, right? So he's like a part-time daddy, and I think he's the front. For me, he might be the front runner right now.
For sure. He's definitely up there with Matt for me.
Matt and Craig are both really cool. Damien's kind of the wild card for me right now. I don't know. There's definitely an element of the fact that I like doing his voice. But even beyond that, I just think the ridiculousness of his character is fun.
For sure.
I feel like we didn't talk much about like Hugo. Hugo's pretty straight-laced. His son sucks. Super bad. And like I don't know, he's funny, but he's also just like super intellectual dad.
He does have a great mustache though.
He does have a really nice mustache. Yeah, he's got good bone structure and stuff too. I mean, like whatever. You really can't go wrong with any of these dads, I don't think. But that's kind of like the power standings, I think, as we have it right now. It's like probably, for me, I think it's Craig, Brian, Matt, Damien, Joseph, Hugo, and I feel like I'm forgetting someone else, but if I am, then they're obviously at the last, like the end, because I don't even care enough to remember who they are. All right, what's your list?
I think it's pretty similar. You know, Craig and Matt are right there at the top.
Yeah.
Brian scores pretty low for me.
Yeah.
Just, I can't deal with that personality.
He is grading against probably you as more of an alpha and that sort of stuff, but yeah.
Hugo and Joseph didn't really do it for me.
Right.
It's great that he can grill, and that impressed me initially.
Yeah.
But then I met his family, and they're all just problems. And it makes you wonder how much of it is his fault.
Yeah, I think, though, that, I mean, they haven't had as much screen time either. Oh, Robert. I forgot about Robert. Yeah, Robert, like, barely even dings for me at all, just because, like, I'm not in this game to build, like, I'm every girl's dating profile right now, like no hookups, right? So, like,
right.
He's that hookup guy, so like he's pretty low on my radar. Unless he starts showing that he's got like an actual brooding, dark, mysterious, like, you know, tough guy, cool guy, rough exterior thing with like a heart of gold going on or whatever.
Right.
Like he's gonna have to show me more. Yeah, I don't know. I think that's gonna do it for right now for Dream Daddy. I'm going to let you guys all catch up and watching this, and I don't know if it's going to be the next thing I come back to or not, but it's been really fun hanging out with Caleb and playing through this game. And man, if you guys, like, I don't know, I could listen to this song for like on a 10-hour loop. I really love that it does a loop here at the title card too. Do you have any final thoughts, Caleb?
I'm just more excited for more dad jokes in the future.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I feel like we're just barely cracking the surface of this game, and yeah, I can't wait to build our dad book profile.
I'm just gonna swan dive into that dad pool.
Oh yeah, buddy. Cool. All right, so it's been fun doing this. Hopefully, we'll get to do this again in the future with both this game and others. And thanks for stopping by. We'll catch you next time.